If you're working 9 through 6, Monday through Friday, and then a little bit in the weekend, and then a little bit in the evenings, you're not being productive. You're burning out, and it's actually killing your business. I'm Diana. I'm a coach for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, and today I'm going to teach you about how slowing down will help you speed up your business. That's going to be fun, right? Because you have to breathe and relax and take care of yourself. So let's go. I see this with my clients that they're working all the time, right? They're telling me if they have a full-time job and they're hustling on the side, then additional work there, or they're just in their own business and adding hours and hours and hours of working and forgetting to take breaks along the way. They're hustling, basically. They're exhausted, they're irritable, and they can't focus. They're wondering why nothing is working. And here's why. If this is you, it's because you're running on empty. There's no more energy left. You're at 50% capacity, maybe even less. So even though you're working all the time, you're not able to give more than maybe 30% of all over the line because you don't have any energy for it. Your work might be sloppy, you're making mistakes, and you're missing opportunities because you're simply too tired to realize that they're there. And then on top of that, you beat yourself up for not being productive enough. So you work even more. And then the cycle just continues, right? And then the cycle just continues. Slowing down is actually the fastest way to speed up. Let me explain that. Here's the slow down to speed up strategy for you. It's simple, it's probably going to be uncomfortable, and it works. So let's jump into it. First of all, you need to recognize when you are running on empty, which can be really hard if that is your standard now. Here are some signs for you that you can look out for. 1, you're physically exhausted. You're not sleeping well and you're always tired. 2, you have brain fog. You have a really hard time focusing and a hard time making decisions. 3, you're irritable. You snap at people and have a very short fuse. And 4, you're procrastinating even important tasks because you just can't. You don't have the capacity to do them. If that's you right now, then you need rest. This is important. You need to take care of yourself because it's the only way you can take care of your business. And no, after this project, or I just need to do this. Nope, it's now that you need to do it. The second thing you need to do is start scheduling rest time like you schedule meetings in your calendar. And these are non-negotiables. They are not to be moved. If they, for some extreme reason, has to be moved, it is moved to another place. It's not deleted. It has to be put in somewhere else. And I really mean it when I say put it in your calendar. So it's like Saturday, taking the whole day off. Non-negotiable. Spend time with your kids, your partner, go for a long walk, whatever it is. Take the day off. Wednesday evening, no work at all. Dangerous, right? It might feel dangerous, but it's super important. And when your brain most likely starts spiraling, ask yourself, would I expect this from an employee? If you had someone working for you and they were working 7 days a week, no breaks, no taking care of themselves, and just running on fumes, would you be okay with that? Would you tell them, yes, amazing work, keep going? No, you would tell them to take a break, to relax. You'd be worried about them, to be honest. And so then my question is, why are you not worried about yourself? Because that is what you're doing to yourself. You are no different. You need rest like everybody else. So put that in your calendar and protect it like you protect your most important meetings. Because it's also what's going to make your most important meetings even better. Because you can show up with much more energy and so much more focus. Here's what happens when you actually rest. You recharge. You go from those 50% to maybe 75 or 80% energy. And suddenly, instead of being able to only give 30%, you can maybe do 60 or 70% on your projects. Your work gets better. Your decisions get sharper. You see the opportunities you were missing before because now you have the energy to focus on it. You no longer have to work more hours because now you're going to be working better hours. There's going to be more value in your hours. And that is what slow down to speed up actually means. You take a step back, you relax, recharge, and then you come back stronger and sharper and more effective and energized than you were when you were grinding 24/7. And here's an important thing to remember. This is not selfish. This is strategic. I run into the whole like, oh, but I have to, because everything will fall if I don't work and if I don't do all of these things. But no, go back and listen to the video again. This is a strategic decision to give you better output. Your physical and mental health is the foundation for everything else. Your business, your relationships, your ability to show up for people you care about. If you don't take care of the foundation, everything else will crumble. I know that this feels scary, and it feels like if you do this, everything else will fall apart. Everything else will crumble around you. But the opposite is actually true. When you rest, you give yourself the capability to actually build something that's sustainable for yourself in the long run. And you set a good example for your family, your employees, for everyone around you. And when you burn out, you lose everything, and that is not worth it. So here's a challenge for you. Take a full day off this week. Not, I will work in the morning and then take off the rest of the day, or I will just check my emails the full day. Leave your phone, whatever you have to do, take a full day off this week and see what happens. I bet you come back sharper, more focused, and more productive than you've been in a while. Okay, I want to hear from you. When was the last time that you took that full day off? Like no work, no emails, no nothing. Let me know in the comments. And if you can't remember, that's probably your sign that you really need this. And if you need help with the accountability of getting started and actually doing this instead of just thinking about it, then that's what I do. There's a link in the description. With absolute joy and excitement, have a wonderful day.